everybody, this is Anubis of Hades bringing you a Resident Evil 4 video on how to make millions of cash. So this is going to require at least one playthrough, a rhinoceros beetle, and a crap ton of first aid sprays. So first thing you want to do is you want to go through and collect every piece of treasure on the map in assisted. Because on assisted,
got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
because
All
on
my
the
wares are in tip-top shape. Might want to take care.
I'm gonna turn him off. He talks a little audio. There we go. Alright, so in assisted mode you get unlimited first aid sprays. You can buy as many as you want at 3,000 a pop. I sold every scrap of treasure that I had found through the whole game and ended up with 1,000 first aid sprays. Plus the ones that are in my inventory. So that's step one. Step two is during your playthrough to acquire a rhinoceros beetle. It's plus 100% recovery item resale value. Then you want to complete your game and start a new game. Start new game plus. Because once you get out of the hunting lodge, there's a merchant right next to it. Okay, and you want to start your new game plus on hardcore or professional mode with the rhinoceros beetle because you'll get the most out of it. So just pulling off that there quick. So as you can see, instead of being worth 3,000 each, he sells them to you for 10,000 and buys them back at 5,000. So you're getting 7,000 profit because you spent $3,000 on each one in assisted mode. You can do it on one playthrough, your first playthrough, your second playthrough, whatever playthrough you decide you want to do it on. It's not that hard. Like I said, yeah, playthrough assisted. So when you get to places like Chapter 3, alright, so as you can see, I've got 36 gold tokens. I spent, let's see, so as you can see, I still have all my first aids in this save file. Also, green, red, and yellow herbs are worth 20 grand a pop. So you can farm an inventory of those two. But since you can't store them in the typewriter, yeah, it's a lot of extra. It's extra 10 grand, but you can only hold so much stuff in your attaché case. So I spent all my spinels that I had, the 107. I had 107 of them. I bought gold tokens with him. Because chapter 3, he's got the elevator. And there are other chapters where he does have where the shooting range is available. So you take your tokens. You're gonna need at least 2 gold tokens and 1 silver. But when you use them up, and if you don't get the rhinoceros beetle, just reload the save that you made right before you did that, so that way it resets, and just keep doing it until you get that rhinoceros beetle. Hmm, 40% ammo resale value. I'm not exactly sure how the drop rates or charms are. Bullcraft bonus frequency. Okay, that's another good one. I just want to put this in here. The 100% health recovery for black bass is really nice, because in chapter 4 there's a bunch of bass that you can collect and use as health. Also, when you get into the castle, when you get separated from Ashley, when she's, slices your hand up, the fountain that's there next to with the rhinoceros beetle, the bass spawn in that in every chapter after that you can double back to that. So I'd take the extra time to double back, especially on professional mode, because that gives you extra health. Okay, so as you saw, I didn't get the rhinoceros beetle, but I already have one on my case. But if you don't get it, just, reload your save game. Because as you can tell, I have 3 of the rhinoceros beetles. So once you get the rhinoceros beetle and you finish your assisted run, whether it's your very first playthrough or your second playthrough, it doesn't matter. Okay, so the Luis Serra charm is good for when you want to reset, when you want to sell him weapons. So if you get that and the rhinoceros beetle at the end of the game, sell all of your guns off except for one. That way, you've got extra cash to buy extra first aid sprays if you didn't make enough. It'll cost at 3,000 a pop for 1,000 of them. It's about 3 mil in cash. So between what you make from combining treasures and selling off all of that stuff, selling off, things you're not using, or, and all the enemies that you kill and collecting them, should give you enough cash to have about 400 or more first aid sprays. Ammo resale value. That'll be nice. 20% off a rocket launcher. Okay, so just a quick recap. Playthrough on assistant mode. Collect all the treasure on the island, the castle, on the island, in the castle, and in the village. Get all the way to the very end, fight with Sadler. Sell everything except for a firearm. Buy as many first aids as you can and store them in your typewriter. Once you're done, buy a rocket launcher. Use it to finish the first stage of Sadler. Run around and dodge his attacks till Ada throws you the RPG. Use it. Escape on the jet ski. End the game. Save it. When you get to it, after you get your results, save your game. Start a new game plus. On hardcore. And sell all your first aid sprays. With the rhinoceros beetle charm. Quick recap on the rhinoceros beetle charm. I forget which chapter the last elevator's in. So for the merchant. So if you have enough coins, I know I've gotten a rhinoceros beetle from using 2 gold coins and 1 silver. So if you have 2 gold coins and a silver, just put them in, see what you get, reload your game, and keep doing that until you get that rhinoceros beetle. Oh, also, as you can see, I have a golden egg. I saved from my previous game. You can complete every contract I did my last playthrough by completing all the contracts for the all his requests without talking to him. And when I talked to him at the very end, I had 30 spinels that I had saved up, and I had 10 when I started my game. So I earned 20 through the whole playthrough from killing knights, because they seem to always drop them. And then I got 77 total from all the requests. I even sold the chicken egg, the lunker bask, the vipers, all that stuff. So look, if I sell that right now, I shouldn't have been able to do that. But there you have it, the rhinoceros beetle. Plus 1,000. I mean, that's a lot of first aids. I mean, I wouldn't sell all of them. I'd keep a few of them for yourself, for your hardcore playthrough. But it will definitely give you more than enough cash to buy all your guns back and fully upgrade all of them. Oh, one more thing before anybody asks. No, you cannot store more than 1,000 in the typewriter. As you can see, it says $9.99. If I take one out, I can put one in, but I can't put any more in. So if you do this, if you manage to do this on your first playthrough, on a total new game, no new game plus, when you start the next game and you sell all those first aids, you'll have more than enough to buy the infinite RPG. Also, if you get a charm that gives you so much off of a rocket launcher, to 20% off a rocket launcher on top of it. So I hope this video was helpful on learning how to make a crap ton of cash relatively easy. It just requires you to play the game, collect the rhinoceros beetle. During that playthrough, along with every piece of treasure on the map. So you want to do contracts for him, because it's it'll cost you 9 total. The island map's 5, the castle's 3, and I already bought the I already bought the one for the village here. So, and that's a 1 spinel, so alright, let's see. So, if you think about it, you spend 3 mil on first aids to buy 1,000 of them. And then you sell them. So if you collected all the treasure in this, say you do this, and then you collect all the treasure through this playthrough on hardcore, collect all the and then do another assisted run and collect all the treasure through that on top of it and sell it. Buy another 1,000 of them. You can max out your cash alternating back and forth doing that. Then you can pretty much just sell whatever you want to sell, buy whatever you want to buy, re-upgrade stuff, like just, you know, like selling every gun, like, oh, I just want to run, like, I want this gun, this time, the TMP, and the W870 to run for the entire game, just for laughs. Buy them, run them, sell them, make your money back. But also, when you're doing the charms, if you manage to get your hands on the Rhinoceros Beetle and the Luis Serra, you get a 20% weapon resale value, so you get a little extra cash on top.